Stampers, I'm Gail Davenport. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! Today I'm going to try to do something a little bit different for you. We're going to do 3 cards. They're basically pretty easy, so we're going to pretty much talk our way through them, and I'll give you all the measurements. But I'm hoping that this will make you as happy as it does me. If you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And don't forget to tap that little bell so that you can get all of my notifications. Thanks for watching. Let's get started. Okay, these are the 3 cards we're going to make today, and I just wanted to show you them before we actually got started. And the different stamp sets, I'll be giving measurements and stamp sets as we go along. The first one we're going to do is the honeybee. I used the honeybee, and with the honeybee and the framelit, you can save 10% right now in our mini catalog. I also used I Miss You in the itty bitty greetings, so I hope you'll enjoy that too. So this is how we did this, and I'm sorry my paper has gotten cockeyed and messed me up. This is how I did the front. I took the 11 and 4 by 4 1/4, and I scored it at 5 1/2 and folded it in half. And then I used my Stamparatus, and I just placed it down, getting my point where I wanted it, and I put my cone stamp where I wanted it. And then I closed it and it lifted it off, and I put it down with, or inked it with crushed curry, and I stamped it back over. Then with a little bit of ink that was left, I did this next piece, which is 3 3/4 by 5, and I pushed it back into there. So when I took my framelits over to my die cutting machine, I could take my hive and I could match it up exactly. So when you're done, it matches up with your card exactly. So really easy, fun, and it looks like you spent a lot of time. Now, how I did this crackling on the card, I don't know if you can see it real well, but I didn't have the folder or the technique that I was looking for. So I decided this is how I did it. I took a piece of wax paper and scrunched it all up. Then I opened up my Sahara sand, and I stamped into the Sahara sand, stamped off onto the paper, and then all around this. And that's just how I did it until I got the look that I wanted. So we're going to let that dry, and we're going to take one that's already dried through the magic of TV, right? We're ready to go. Okay, so these are the things that you're going to need. I also took the curved stamp from the stamp set, and it says, wishing you sunshine and happiness, and then thinking of you, sweet friend. That's what we used for the outside, and that's all of what we used of the honeybee. I went ahead and I put dimensionals all over the back of it because I wanted to make sure that it stood up really, really well. And I'm trying to find my take your pick tool. Yeah, here it is. Let me get all these dimensionals off here, and we'll. Okay, so we're going to put this on. And I actually kind of used my corners, and it seemed like everything else just kind of fell in place. But so there's that. Of course, I say that, my head's in the way. I don't know for sure if I... Then I took the big bee and I stamped it and cut it out. I colored the wings in Balmy blue and the stripes in crushed curry. And then I used a glue dot and put it on the tail because I wanted it to hang over a little bit. Just like that. So there you go. On the inside, I went ahead and already did this. I did the smallest oval in our oval framelits. Then in the Whisper White, then I did the next one in the black, and then I did the second to the smallest of the oval scallops. So, and that's how we put all of this in. So we're going to get started on that. And I feel it had enough layers. I didn't need to put it up on dimensionals, so I didn't. And I took a little bee, and see, it was just a little bit off right there. So I took a little bee and I put it right over that so nobody can see it. Anyway, so that's it. That's your first card. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, our next card is going to be the Under My Umbrella. And if you get this set together, you can save 10% also in the spring catalog. And it's as cute as it can be. Now, I have one apology to make because I did this with Designer Series paper, the umbrella, and it has a little envelope, or an unfolded umbrella for the inside. I didn't have enough to do it because I got too crazy with this sending it off. And anyway, I didn't have any left. So the paper is no longer available. And I'd cut 2 little flowers out to go on the boots of the paper. But so I am so sorry about that. So this is how we did it. I took the Rain stamp set in Pool Party and I just stamped it all over. And I stamped the umbrella, and I did it by kind of deciding where I wanted it, and I stamped it, and then I can put that over it. And I also made some little boots to go with it, and I put those in. I did those with dimensional, so we're going to go ahead and put those on right now. And on the inside, we didn't have an umbrella this color. And I guess I threw my good one away, so you're getting the lousy looking one. But I colored it. And also on the inside it says, rain or shine, you're always on my mind. And notice the umbrella handle is upside down so that we could take this. And you can punch out the umbrella handle, and the unfolded umbrella, all with that punch. It's so cute. So this is the whole thing. The only thing I had to fussy cut was my boots. I hope you enjoyed this one. And last, but certainly not least, is my final one. And this is the Morning Star, which is going to be the star of the show today. Sorry about that. But we're also using a Parisian Beauty, and you can get this together as a bundle and save 10% on it. The only thing we're using from this is the script. So these, and I'm going to give you all the measurements. I'll go back with each card and give you all the measurements for everything. But I took this card, and it is in the, I can't think of it, Sahara Sand, and it's our long one, folded it in half. Then I did Rococo Rose. Then I did the Sahara Sand, and we used to have a distressing tool, but you can take your scissors, and if you just open your scissors like this and kind of go back and forth on the edge of your paper, it'll give you this same rough texture that this one is doing right here. I don't know how well you can see it, but that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, so to speed things up, I went ahead and did the stamping inside in Rococo Rose. Thank you for being you. And then on the outside, I used the Parisian Beauty, and I just stamped it off and on everywhere. And then I took the long stamp of leaves right here, stamping off and stamping on, all in Sahara Sand. I did the same thing with the Sahara Sand, stamping off and doing the print on this. And then I did my leaves, which is this Morning Star. It looks right here. And then I used this one to add to it. So you have the star, which has a lot of neat things, and the open space, of course, and then this. But, excuse me, the thing I did want to show you, and I meant to get a piece of scrap paper, but we'll use this, is how I did this flower. Well, there we go. Because it's just a little bit of a twist, but it made it nice. So I took my Rococo Rose, and I stamped my flower in the Rococo Rose. Then I took a sponge dauber, and I dabbed it into the Rich Razzleberry, and I just touched some of the edges. And then I stamped it. And that's how you get the two-tone with the flower. So in case you had any questions, I hope that helped with that too. Now again, we had so many layers, and thinking of it going through the postal service, I didn't do any dimensionals. I was going to put this up on dimensionals, but I decided it was probably wisest to just put it flat. So that's how we're going to put this one on. Well, I just opened this. I don't know why it's not going to. There we go. Okay, so let me go through the dimensions of this card since it's here first. This is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. The first sheet of Rococo Rose is 4 by 5 1/4. The Sahara Sand is 3 3/4 by 5. The Rococo Rose for the square is 3 inches by 3 inches. And the white, Whisper White, is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. For the under my umbrella, couldn't think of it, I'm sorry. It's Pool Party. It's also 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. 2 pieces of Whisper White, which are 4 by 5 1/4. Your DSP paper or your stamping, whatever, and punching out, and that was how that one was made. And I don't know what I did with my honeybee card. Oh, right here. And my honeybee card is, again, I guess really liked this style frame or card today. It's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And this piece of paper is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I stamped and cut out the bees. And I used the ovals and the itty bitty greetings of I miss you. And I used the beehive thinlet that comes with our bees for cutting out the hive. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're staying safe and well during this time. If I can help you at anything, you're welcome to go to my online store, which is gaildavenport.stampinup.net, or make a comment below and I will get back with you. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.